All right, third time lucky. With your ball, small ball. So, as I was saying, as it's got a little bit colder, quite often we tend to kind of clench when it's got a little bit colder. So we're going to just start to do a few exercises to get the blood circulating, get the heart rate up a little bit. So you're just going to bring the knees up towards opposite hand. Try and bring the knee up to the hand rather than the hand down to the knee. If you start to feel a bit dizzy, struggle to breathe, or you just simply want to go slower, go a little bit slower. If not, to get that blood pumping, go at a good pace. 2, 1, and try and touch the foot behind you. And don't worry if you can't actually touch the foot. And again, with all the exercises, if you need to go a little bit slower, just slow it right down. 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'm bringing the foot up towards the hand. So it comes at the same thing, but in front. 2, warm up into your hips. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Feet a little bit wider than hips. Bring the hips forward, side, back, side, front, side, back, side, and around. I quite often see people doing this, and they're doing a very strange kind of, I'm not quite sure what, but hey ho, we're all different, right? And go around the other way. So we go front, side, back, side, front, side, back, side, and then see if you can take it into a little circle, loosening up around the hip joints. Then come back, 2 center toes are pointing forward. In a little mini squat, just a shallow one to start with. Press the arms back. Now just make sure your knees are in line with your toes, so the knees aren't kind of dropping in. Remember there's a chair behind you, then press back to open up the chest. And maybe getting a little bit lower each time, but still sticking the bum out rather than the knees going forward. So we're going to stay here, just press the arms back to start to open up through the chest. Breathe in and out and release. Take the feet a little bit wider. I'm already getting warmer, so I'm going to take a layer off. This is where I start to layer up, because I think layers are very helpful. And like long sleeve t-shirt is helpful. I'm just going to do a little down and point, squat and point. I'm going to reach the opposite arm across, stretching out the side body, and you can gradually get a little bit deeper in the squat if you wish. Breathing in and out, in and out. Then come back, take the feet a little bit wider, shifting side to side to warm up into your hips and inner thighs. Again, you can start off kind of shallow, then gradually getting a little bit deeper, breathing in and out. Then come back, bring the feet in just a little way, not all the way. Arms down beside you. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, press them down. Inhale, arms to the side. Exhale, stretch up and over. Inhale up. Exhale, up and over the other side. In and out. In and out. Inhale up. Exhale, relax the arms, keeping the feet wide. Now drop the chin, drop the shoulders, lift through the belly, and just kind of roll part way down, halfway down, as if you're still keeping your hips stacked. So we're not dropping from the hips. You're kind of rounding over, stretching out your spine. So the arms, just let the arms swing. Just let them swing for that gentle stretch rather. stretch, swing, stretch in your spine as well as stretching out the shoulders. And then slowly start to roll back up, stacking vertebrae one on top of the other. And bring the feet all the way in, shift the weight onto one foot, then opposite foot to hand, circle the foot one way, the hand the other. Now you can do same hand, same foot, but it's a lot harder. So opposite hand and foot, use the wall or chair if you need to, then change direction, nice big breath in, and out. Then flex the hand up, point the foot, flex the foot, flex the hand down, and point, and flex, and point, and flex. Release the hand, press into the ball of the foot, make sure that foot is in line with the other foot. Inhale, a little mini squat, keeping that heel lifted. Exhale as you come up. So inhale, a little squat. Exhale, up. Breathing in and out. Replace that foot. Shift the weight onto the other foot. Go opposite hand to foot. Circle the foot. Or you can still use support. And then switch. Get to breathe. Then point the foot, flex the hand up, flex the foot, flex the hand down. If we do these kind of things, it's good for our brain as well. It kind of takes us out of autopilot. And it's good to be in autopilot, otherwise it would be exhausting for most of the day, but it's good to kind of switch it up. So bring that foot underneath the hips, press into the toes, press into your big toe and little toe. Inhale, a mini squat. Exhale as you come up, breathing in and out, and in and out. Replace that foot, grab your ball, once you've got it, bring your feet into Pilates stance. Turn the toes out, lift the toes, spread them out. So we don't ever want to be more than like 45 degrees. It's not quite first position as in ballet, just about 45. In fact, the edge of your, or the corner of your mat is quite a good guide. You don't want to quite, your little toe kind of wants to be touching the outer edge of the corner of your mat, no further than that. And as you breathe in, little mini plie, press the knees out. Try and imagine you're rolling the feet out. As you breathe out, straighten the legs and imagine zipping up from your heels all the way up. So hug the heels in, hug the calves, knees, thighs, pull your pelvic floor muscles in and up. Imagine pulling your hip bones in towards each other. Pull the belly button in like you're doing a tight pair of trousers. Have your head in line with the spine, so they're looking forward, not looking up or down. As I demonstrated to people this morning, I said, just notice how you head forward, notice how, try it, literally drop your eye gaze, and you'll feel just a very subtle, like as if you're going to tip forward. It's very, very subtle. You might not notice if you weren't paying attention, but there is that slight shifting of the weight. And if you're trying to balance, as soon as you look down, it kind of start to go forward. So head in line with the spine, and imagine a two-way stretch. So you're pressing your feet down rather than just no energy. You're pushing down into your feet, and at the same time you're stretching up through the crown of the head. So you're lengthening the body out. So even if we seem to be doing upper body, we still want firm foundations. So keeping the abs braced, just bring the ball to your kind of sternum, just rib cage in front of you, so it's resting on there, hands either side. So we inhale deep and wide, feel the rib cage expand, exhale through the mouth, Feel your lungs and ribcage deflate. So as you breathe in, the ball will move forward slightly. As you breathe out, it will move in towards you a little bit. So as you inhale, ribcage expands. Exhale. The next 2 times as you exhale, you're going to really squeeze the ball, feel your upper body engaging. So as you inhale, imagine lengthening up. As you expand your ribs, as you exhale, really squeeze the ball, feel your upper body engaging. Can you squeeze the legs? Inhale, release. And again, so engage those legs. Remember what we did with the block? When we held the block, we tried to kind of squeeze it forward and back. You want that kind of same engagement with the legs. Then release, bring the feet just a little bit wider and bring the ball to one side so you're just like resting your hand against it. You're not holding it, but you're kind of holding it here with your other arm. Inhale, reach your other arm up, stretch up, exhale, up and across. So your arm is kind of rolling down past the ball. So notice my hand is now past the ball, thighs super firm. Inhale again. Then exhale, squeeze the tummy muscles in. Open that arm out to the side, palm upwards. Inhale, arm by the ear, drop the shoulder. Exhale, roll down. Draw the top shoulder back. Inhale again. Exhale. As you come up, one more here. Inhale up. Exhale, stretch. Breathe in and out. As you come up, hold on to that ball. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, switch. Exhale, lower. Inhale, switch. Exhale, staying here. So just resting your arm against it. Inhale, reach your arm up. Exhale, stretch up and over. So notice how the whole body is moving if you use the thing behind me as a guide. So rather than just doing the arms, I'm moving the whole body. Inhale again, draw that top shoulder back. Exhale, brace the abs as you come up. Breathe in and out, and in and out. Release, hold on to the ball for a second. Take the feet a little bit wider still. Then lift one foot, bring your hand to the hip of that foot. Lift the ball of the foot. Turn it out about 45 degrees and feel the whole thigh, bone, knee, shin turning out. So you're not just turning the foot out like that, you're turning through from the hip joint. The same with the other side. Just rest the hand on the hip, lift the ball of the foot, turn it, feel it going out. So we only need to go about 45 degrees. You don't need to go too far unless you've got really, really open hips. And just do a little practice squat. So your knees want to go in the direction of your toes, but they don't want to go past your toes like that because that's a little bit unstable. So you want to go in the direction of your toes. As you look down, you should only be able to see the big toe side of that foot. If you can see the rest of your foot, it's likely that the knees have kind of dropped in like that. So press the knees out as if someone's trying to push them in. So what we're trying to avoid, we're trying to avoid that, we're trying to avoid that, and we're trying to avoid that. So I don't go down very low, because if I go down too much lower than that, I tend to kind of lose technique. So come up when you've got the position where your knees don't go over your toe. They go in the direction of your toes, but not past your toes. When you're in that position, come back. Imagine gripping with the feet. Remember the footwork we've done? Imagine kind of slightly gripping with the feet, and as if you're trying to roll the feet out. That helps to send the knees out rather than the weight going in. Holding the ball in one hand. In the inhale, come down into a squat. Switch. Exhale, come up. Inhale, switch. Exhale, come up. Breathing in, shoulders over hips and out. And in and out. Let's have a slight change. Inhale, bring the ball in front. Exhale, press the arms back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Slight bend in the elbows. Inhale, come down. Switch. Exhale, come up. So don't rush. Take your time. Inhale, down. Hold. Exhale, open. And keep slightly gripping with your feet. to press those knees out. Just 2 more. And bring the hands back without looking forward. Inhale, imagine almost trying to touch the floor. So look forward, don't look down. So you don't want to stick the bum in the air. Don't worry if you can't quite get it. Again, make sure the knees aren't dropping in. Then exhale, come up. As if you're about to make a shot in a basketball, but don't let go of the ball. Inhale, bend. See if you can almost touch the floor. Press those knees out. Exhale, stretch up. Just 2 more. So it's more important that you press the knees out, because they'll try and drop in, than it is to try and touch the floor. So don't worry if you're miles away from the floor. And release. Come back up. Bring the feet back up. Then we're going to come down onto the hands and knees. So just pop the ball between your thighs for a second. And just circle out the hand. You can take a drink because it's like my mouth's like the Sahara Desert. Go round the other way. So as always, you can elevate the heel of your hand if there's too much of a sharp angle, because we're going to come onto the hands and knees into like cat stretch. Release the ball. Come, actually no, keep it there. Change of mind. So I do say sometimes I make things up as I go along. So keep the, actually yes, I'm making up something else. Come to the back of the mat. Let's see if this works. Keeping the ball there. Hugging it in, tummy in. Drop the chin, relax the shoulders. Roll down through the spine. When you get there, bring the palms flat. So if you need to bend the knees a little bit, do so. But once you've bent them, keep them kind of rigid like that. Keep the belly lifted and start to walk your hands out, coming into plank position. Remember, if you need to, if your bum's in the air or it's dropping down, then keep your bum in line with your shoulders and just lower your knees to the floor. We're only going to be here for a breath. So if not, stay here, hugging the ball in, stretch through the heels, keep the head in line with the spine. Nice deep breath in and out. Then bring your knees underneath your hips for a kind of cat stretch. So again, if you need to, you can roll the mat up a couple of times to elevate the heel of your hand. But try and relax the shoulders. Imagine trying to make an imprint of your hand into the mat. And just do a couple of cat stretches here. So inhale, drop the belly, lift the tailbone, eyes just forward, stretching out the front of the body. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under, lift through the belly, lift through the mid-spine, chin to chest. And inhale, flex. Exhale, arching out, and visualize your spine as you're doing that. Visualize your spine, or maybe like a string of pearls, as if you're trying to make space between each vertebrae. Now, once more, inhale, forward, heart forward. Again, just look forward rather than up. Exhale, arch out, lift through the back of your heart. Come back to neutral. So if you need to adjust your hands, do so. We're going to take the ball out and we're going to place the ball behind your right knee. So you're going to need to bend that knee a little bit in order to keep the ball in place. Again, shoulders relaxed, so we're keeping both arms straight but not rigid through the shoulders. And we're going to lift that knee up behind you, leg up behind you. Inhale, lightly touch the knee to the floor. So exhale up, hold for a second. Inhale down. Again, check that you're not kind of bending one elbow. Keep pressing down into your hands. And we've just got 4. So once you've kind of had a look to see what we're doing, try and bring the head back in line with the spine. 2. 1. Hold up on one. Little tiny pulses. Imagine pulsing that knee up towards the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and keeping that ball there, bring the knee down. This time you're going to open the knee out to the side and bring it down like a fire hydrant lift. So again, keep both arms straight. Exhale, side, holding it for a second, inhale down. So it's more important that you keep both arms straight, so you're not bending the elbow, than it is to worry about how high you're lifting. We've just got 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. We're going to come down onto our belly, so release the ball. Pop it down to one side, you can still reach it. Come down onto your belly. Take the legs almost mat width apart. And then take the arms out to the side. So the arms are at right angles, so they're off the mat like that. So you've got your goalpost arms. Chin is tucked in slightly, just looking down at the floor, towards the floor. Now really firm up your thighs, just because you're on your belly. Really firm up your thighs and really firm up your belly as well, so we've got a bit of support. Head, chin is just tucked in even. Inhale, shrug the shoulders around the ears, really tense. Notice your neck disappear, that's what we don't want. And exhale, relax. So the elbows stay relaxed. Hey Lucy, elbows stay relaxed to start with. Thighs firm, belly firm. You're going to lift on the in-breath. We are, Miss Lulu. So you're going to inhale, lift your chest. Don't worry about your head, lift your chest. Feel the back of your body engaging. And exhale as we lower down. So we inhale, lift, resist the urge to look forward. And exhale again. Keep those thighs engaged, tummy engaged. Inhale, lift, hold for a second or two. Here in this position, even if it feels like you're not lifting very high. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, hold, relax those shoulders. Exhale, lower. This time, inhale, lift your chest. Then exhale, push the floor away. Start to straighten your arms without tensing your shoulders. Now, if your back is hurting or you're tensing your shoulders, take the arms wider or further forward. Stay here. Inhale, lift your eye gaze forward, not up. Relaxing the shoulders. Again, super duper firm up the thighs here. Don't let the legs relax. Keep squeezing the thigh muscles. And exhale, lower down, like reverse peeling of sellotape. Lower all the way down. You do 2 more of those. So shoulders back. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, start to straighten the arms, pushing the floor away. Inhale, eye gaze forward, shoulders relaxed. Exhale, as we start to lower all the way down. The last time, inhale, chest lifts. I did say 2 more, didn't I? Not 1 more, I'm going mad. Exhale. Okay, keep the shoulders relaxed as you press. Straighten the arms, inhale, eye gaze forward. Exhale as we lower down. Now bring your arms down beside you, palms down. Draw the shoulder blades back and in towards the spine. And keep the thighs firm, belly firm. Still lifting on the in-breath. So as you breathe in, lift your chest. Again, keep your chin tucked in. Press your hands into the floor. Press the tops of the feet into the floor. And exhale as you lower. Inhale up. Again, even if it feels like you're not lifting very high, resist the urge to sit the chin out. Exhale as you lower. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Then clasp your hands. Bring your hands to the floor in front of you, just about where you would probably rest your forehead on. But keeping the thighs firm, you can do like a chest press or a diamond press. This time you're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, push the floor away. So we start to straighten the arms, but they don't lock. So you're lifting up off the floor, but the arms are slightly bent. And inhale as you slowly lower down. Keep the legs firm, thighs firm. So exhale, push the floor away. Keep the belly button pulled in. So again, the arms straighten, but they don't lock. We're not locking the elbows. And inhale out. 2 more like that. And keep squeezing the glutes. So working a little bit on the upper body, as well as the spine. One more. And release. Rest your head on the hands for a second. Bend your knees, lift your feet, windscreen wiper your legs, side to side, just to release any tension from your back. And release the arms. This time make a little diamond shape with your thumb and index finger. We're going to do the same thing, but we're going to have the hands a little slightly further forward this time. So it would be about where your nose would be kind of in the middle of your diamond. Same thing, little diamond press. Make sure the shoulders are away from the ears. We're going to do 4 of them. We're going to come up dynamically and down slow. Focus more on not tensing your shoulders. So take a breath in. Exhale, press away. Again, the arms straighten but don't lock. So it's a little bend in the elbows. Inhale, slowly back down. Exhale, press. Inhale, slowly down. 2 more like that. Again, keep the thighs firm. So we push away dynamically. Come down nice and slowly again. Keep engaging those legs. 1 more. Then we do the same thing, same kind of thing, but with the hands on the ball. So your hands, your ball is kind of like just in front of you, like this. It's about here, so your head is lifted off the ball. You're still making a little triangle with your hands. Still keeping the thighs firm, so everything else is the same. We just got our hands on the ball instead of the floor. So take a breath in, exhale. Press, you might not lift as high. We've got a little bit of instability, so you work a little bit harder. Inhale, slowly down. Exhale, up. Inhale, slowly down. 2 more. Again, keep the thighs active. So head is in neutral. I'm just kind of looking down at the ball, not up. And release. Awesome. Then pop the ball to one side. Bring your hands either side of your chest. Inhale, lift the belly button, lift the hips. Exhale, reverse, press up. Sit back to your heels. Have a little stretch. A little child's pose. Taking a breath or 2 here. Then coming back into cat. On your hands and knees, so we're going to place the ball behind the left knee. So no, I hadn't forgotten. Hands on the shoulders, adjust your hands if you need to. Knees under hips, although I tend to prefer them slightly closer when I'm balancing, but that's just me. Again, relax your shoulders, but firm up your belly. Eye gaze forward. So again, if you need to turn your head to look, see what we're doing, then bring it back in line with the spine. So breathe in, breathe out, lift that left knee. Inhale, lightly touch the floor. So we lift. And so we're working the back of the leg as well, because we're obviously having to hold on to the ball. Again, both arms straight. Two. Hold on, 1 little pulses. Up, up, up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, touch down. Exhale, lift to the side. Fire hydrant. Inhale down. Again, keep both arms straight. Head in line with spine. And you'll feel it in both legs here, because you'll feel it in the one you're stood on as well, or stabilizing on as well. 3, 2, 1, hold, and release. Awesome. Release the ball, sit back to your heels. If you can, cross your heels and bring your legs out in front. Keeping the ball on your chest. Imagine you've got a bit of glue on the ball and it's sucked to your chest. Hug the knees in as if you've got another ball between your knees. So we can do a little twist, and what tends to happen is we tend to take the arms around. Arms don't move. I'm just going to turn through the chest. So chest, arms, chest, arms. Notice the difference? So you might not move very far. That's okay. So as you inhale, lengthen up, make space between the vertebrae. Exhale, little twist. As you're twisting, squeeze the knees in towards each other. Inhale, we're going to do 4 one way, then 4 the other. So 4 in the same direction. Exhale, twist, hold for a second or two, as if you're really wringing out a cloth. And inhale, and keep that ball pressed to your chest. So the arms aren't moving, you're just moving through the ribs. Keep shoulders relaxed. And go the other way. So exhale, little twist, hold it. Inhale, release. Exhale, twist, again, hold, shoulders relaxed. So again, turning through the ribs, not turning through the arms, so the arms stay totally still. One more. And release. And pop the ball between your knees. So I'm still not 100% doing curl-ups. My broken ribs are getting better, but not quite as good at my usual technique. So kind of ignore that. But keeping the ball between your thighs or knees, legs, thighs are about 45-degree angles to the floor, so the knees aren't too close. Take your breath in as you breathe out. Tuck under, roll down through the spine, come down onto the mat. And just standing up with the arms down beside you, bring your attention, your awareness to your spine. So starting from your tailbone, so obviously so the spine isn't totally straight. So there are areas where the spine touches the floor, areas where it's not in contact with the floor. So your tailbone, pelvis, it will be in contact with the floor. Then you'll feel your lower back, where you may have a gap underneath your lower back. You may have a big gap. You may have to be like me, have hardly any gap. Everybody's different, so body shapes is different. Then you've got the mid-spine, where most of the spine is in contact with the floor. And then obviously coming up between your shoulders and your neck. And you may notice that sometimes when we're on our back, especially when we take the arms overhead, the ribs lift a little bit, what I call flaring. So they kind of like just lift slightly, so that we're lifting a little bit away from the floor. And sometimes it's only really subtle. You can try it here. Place one hand on your ribs and kind of just like lift and lower. Lift and lower. And you'll feel your spine coming away from the floor, pressing back down to the floor. So it is a really tiny, subtle move, but you can feel the difference. So when we lift up, the ribs, lower ribs kind of flare a little bit as you come down. They kind of draw closer. So you want to try and pull the floating ribs close so the upper back stays on the mat, so we're not arching. But the lower back, your gap in your lower back can stay. That's your neutral spine. So just arms down beside you to start with, belly button in, pelvic floor muscles in. Reach the arms above your head without arching. So notice if you're arching and notice if you're flaring your ribs. Then interlink the hands, place the hands underneath your head, elbows nice and wide. Draw the shoulder blades away from your ears. So we're going to start up with a simple curl up. You're going to take a breath in, deep and wide. As you exhale, curl head, neck, shoulders. I can't lift very high at the minute with my ribs. Inhale again. And exhale as you lower down. Now we've got 4 more of those. So inhale, deep and wide. Exhale as you curl up. Squeeze the ball. Keep the elbows wide, especially on that inhale at the top. And exhale, slowly lower down. Do the last 2 with your eyes closed, because often when we see, we don't seem to be lifting very high. That's when we tend to pull on the head and neck, which we don't want to do. So it's not about how high you're lifting, it's about getting that technique correct and not pulling on your neck muscles. So when you've done your 2, come back down, take a breath here. So we're going back to our teaser work. So keeping the ball where it is, reaching the arms above the head, plug the shoulder blades in. Again, make sure you're not arching through the back. So if you're arching, when you start to come up, you're then kind of like pulling the spine in both directions. You want to kind of start from a flattish position. So as you inhale, bring the arms, lift your head, chin to chest. Arms are parallel to thighs. So they're here, not down here. Then exhale, squeeze the ball as you start to curl up. Now you might only come a little way up. You might want to hold on behind your thighs to come up, just as long as you don't pull yourself up using your back muscles. Inhale again at the top. And exhale slowly down. So if you feel your back tensing or you're about to drop, then again slide the hands down the thighs. Focus on the technique. Inhale. Lift head, arms parallel. Exhale, curl up. Or you might just come a little way up, and that's absolutely fine. Inhale again. And exhale as you come down. Arms overhead. Just one more like that. Inhale. Lift. Exhale, squeeze the ball as you roll up. Again, use your arms if you need to, just don't use your back muscles. Inhale again. And exhale as we come down. This time, open the arms out to the side, palms down if you can. Glue the shoulders to the floor. Bring the feet a bit closer. Come onto your tiptoes. Bring the toes together if you can. This time we're going to inhale. Take the knees over to the right. Pressing them down towards the floor. Hold for a second. Also press that left shoulder into the mat. Then exhale. Start to imprint your spine. So pull the belly button in. Press your lower ribs, your waist, and your pelvis. So the thighs are pretty relaxed. It's those tummy muscles doing the work to bring the legs back. And inhaling over to the left. Pause for a second or two. And exhale, scoop the belly button in. Imprint your spine into the mat. Inhaling over to the right. Exhaling. Scoop the belly button in. Inhaling over to the left. Exhaling. Option, should you wish to add it, inhale, knees to the right. Stay here, extend the top leg straight. Exhale, still imprint the spine into the mat. When you bring the legs back, then replace the foot. Inhaling over to the left. Stay here if you wish, extend the top leg out. Exhale, again, still using the tummy muscles to bring the leg back. Then replace that foot. Inhale across. Extend. Exhale, scoop. Replace. Inhale across. Extend. Exhale, scoop. And inhale, replace. Release the feet, release the arms. Inhale, as you exhale, float the knees in towards you. Grab hold of the ball. Pop the feet down, pop the arms down. Walk the feet a little bit wide, about mat width apart. Turn the toes inwards so they're pigeon-toed. Just let the knees rest together. Take the arms a little bit out beside you, palms upwards, and just close your eyes. Taking a few nice deep breaths in and out. Imagine inhaling right down into your belly, through and around your inner organs, through and around your pelvis, along the length of your spine. As you exhale, feel all your inner organs relaxing. And Inhaling right down into the palms of your hands, down along your shoulders, down through your elbows, down through your wrists, right through the tips of your fingers. As you exhale, relax your arms, release all tension from there. And inhaling all the way down to the soles of your feet. So down through your thighs, through your calves, through your ankles, filling the soles of your feet with breath, with energy. As you breathe out, feel your feet, your legs relaxing. This time, inhale, imagine breathing right to the top of your head. So breathing under and around your scalp, into your throat, your cheeks, your mouth, your eyes, your nose. As you breathe out, feel all your facial muscles relax. And there's one last breath. Imagine inhaling right to the top of your head, right to the tips of your fingers, in and around your organs, all the way down to the soles of your feet. And exhaling, letting go of any last little bit of tension. And as you breathe in this time, stretch out your arms, stretch out your legs. And exhale, hug the knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a hug, rock a little bit side to side, massaging your spine. Now, when you're ready, roll yourself off to one side. And bring yourself up to sitting. Fantastic.